Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Meredith. Um, I was requested to make an art sketchbook for my nephew's friend, and he picked out the materials, what he wanted it to look like, and I thought might as well turn the camera on. He just wanted one that would fit in his pocket. So I said, okay, I will make it for you. So turn on the camera. These are about 4 inches wide by, oh wait, about 5 3/4. And then I've got the liner pieces, the 3/4 inch spine, put just 2 signatures in it. And then the liners are just like a 1/4 inch smaller all the way around. And then I just cut fabric. I didn't really measure it. I just made sure that I had enough to go around it. So that's what I'm going to do. I actually cut enough. I'm going to make 2. I'll take one to the craft show. It'll be for sale. So, if you want to find it on Facebook, I'm on Facebook. So, just going to line it up and put things down like this. I'm going to give enough room to where I can just fold over. I might trim some of this off because there's quite a bit, so I might bring it up slightly. But I want a decent amount to fold over. It's a heavy fabric. Heavy. And I'm gonna glue it. I'm gonna give myself, with this fabric, I think I'm gonna do close to 1/4 inch, and then approximately 1/4 inch. I think I'm gonna have to move down. I'll just trim it all the way around when I'm done, and then whatever scraps are there, I'll just keep them for something else. And I've got a great big piece of it, but this is quite a lot on the other end, and it's off camera, so I don't think you can see it. But I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac, because that's my trusted glue for paper to fabric, fabric to paper. So I'm just going to do like a run around in a little bit, and I'm trying to keep an eye on the time because my camera shuts off not quite 30 minutes in. I'm not really sure what that is about, but so I'm just going to put a fair amount of glue. I'm going to go as close to, about like that. I'm just going to put it down. Nothing fancy smanchy or anything, just put it down there. Just give it a little squish. Move it over. I'm going to put the spine in. Same deal. Just glue it around. I am going to use my crocodile because I don't have confidence in myself in getting through all of these layers. Try and get this lined up properly. I'm sure there's a tool for this. I'm not buying another tool that I don't really need. And then put the last one on, and then we'll trim it up, and then do the fold over. I don't know that I might have to make a second part when I put the pages in, because I don't have any of those cut yet and ready. But I just figured I would show you how I do a cover. I just put the glue on there, however way you want, however much glue you want, whatever kind of glue you want to use. This is just the glue I use, so when I first started, I didn't have any of the fancy glue. I just had like Elmer's glue, I think, or Aleene's tacky glue. Yeah, maybe that's what I used. Aleene's tacky glue, which I'm not knocking Aleene. She's good glue. So I have all this left over. I am going to take some off because we don't need all of that. Sharp little scissors. I have big ones there, but give me a fit. So that's, I don't know if I showed the, it's pretty cool. Cool material. I found it at a yard sale. Yeah. I liked it. I may put, it's a stainless steel paper clip. I had a regular paper clip in there in my other bottle and it rusted. I mean, the glue still worked, but it was discolored and I didn't like that, so. So I'm going to take a bit of this off. So how's everybody doing today? It's a much nicer day outside today than it was the other day, that's for sure. Definitely, for sure. See? Usually I would fold these corners in and then glue it up, but because this material is so bulky, I'm gonna try to miter. I'm gonna try. I'll admit I'm probably the worst miterer around, but I am gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a try. I am not going close to the board there, and then I'm just gonna nip it up. It's a very bulky material, and it would not cooperate with me at all and doing all the folding. It would just be too bulky, and then I wouldn't be able to get the inside liner piece in that I want, so I'm not going to do that. This material also frays, and because I'm not sewing it, the chances of it fraying are a little bit higher, so we'll be doing some gluing. We'll be doing gluing. So it's going to come like that. This is going to come over. I'm going to manipulate it as much as I can with the glue, and we'll see what happens. I don't throw these away, because if I need to cover a corner, I can do that. I can do that. You know, just to be safe. This is for a college student. He's going to culinary school, but he likes to draw, and I've known the kid for a long time, so it's just gonna be a gift, because I'm thinking one day when he's in a fancy restaurant, he can come and make me a nice dinner. Maybe. We'll see if he's even in the country then. Okay, so I'm just gonna squish it. I'm gonna squish it as much as I can and get it over there toward the corner as much as I can, because it's popping. It's a strong material, and I don't have any of my little clips out here, but it'll grab hold here in a second, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. See? And then when I bring this over, see how that's gonna poke out? I will tack that in before I bring the fold over, because this is all going to get covered with the inside liner. So, yep. So that's how this is going to go. I hope everybody's doing okay today. What's the weather doing in your area? If you're east of us, let me know. East of Ohio, let me know how you're doing. West of Ohio, let me know how you're doing. North, south, all around us. Those nasty storms came through the other day. As far as I know, everybody's okay this way, so I'm glad about that. saw those tornadoes and I got really worried. And, well, not worried, but concerned for people. I mean, we were okay. But, you know, when you see stuff like that, you just hope that people are alright. I do, anyhow. You know, you see kids, and being a mom, you worry about everybody anyhow, because that's what you do. Yeah, that'll be nice. That will be nice. Okay, like I said, I'm going to come up here, and I'm just going to do just a little bit of tacking. I'm just going to try to get it to manipulate down in as much as I can. You know, you just do the best you can. They're handmade, so, you know, I'm not a machine, so I can't make it absolutely perfect. You know, not programmed for perfection. No, I'm not. But I think sometimes this does help. It doesn't take much, just a little bit. I mean, I know you get gluey, but it just seems like if the fibers of your material are stuck down with glue, it's less likely to fray and shred all over the place. You get a better, I think you get a good corner. Okay, so now we're gonna do this part because my ends are good. My glue will cooperate. I gotta get more glue. I'm almost out of glue. Out of this glue. See if I can clear that nozzle a little bit. I just leave it set like that. Then I come up in the center and I'm going to push it toward the center. Just going to keep pushing. I'm going to hold it with my right hand and push it with my left hand and go toward those corners as much as I can. And then you see? Then it does what it's supposed to do. Manipulates it right in where you want it. And then you just, you know, just press it in with your hands. And it's coming together pretty nice. Pretty nice. This should hold up for him. Oh, I got some little frays there. I'm just going to make him behave. Just going to make him behave for me. Just put a little glue there and tell it to behave. I don't know why I'm so quiet today. Maybe my husband got home from work early, so he's taking a little nap. We're going to take the nephew and our son out to dinner. My little dog will have to go in her kennel. I'm sure she will not be thrilled with that. But I don't want her running around by herself, so safer for her. She's still a baby. Oh, I'm just going to squish it. I'm going to get it up in there, just like that. When I do the inside liner, I will do that a little bit different. Just slightly different. I'm not going to worry too much about mitering the corners on those because they will be upside down. I will probably come back through and make this behave a little bit. Behave. It gives it, you put a little glue there and it seems to give it a little extra stability on those corners too. I don't have any corner protectors that would fit this size, this depth. I ran out of those, so. And yes, I am gluey. I get gluey every time I use glue. So yeah, so that's the cover. That's how we did the cover. Doesn't matter which way you look at it. I think I like this better. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to do this. This is a really thin material, so I'm going to put the glue on and then I'm going to spread it out with my finger a little bit, just because I don't want the lines. I want to avoid as much lines as I can in the center. I probably should have used a glue stick, but it's okay. It'll be alright. You just kind of smear it around a little bit with your finger. I mean, it's just to tack it to the middle. And then press it in. See, yeah, it works. It's quick. You don't need that much. I mean, a glue stick would work. I mean, a good glue stick would, you could use any kind of glue stick. I say I wouldn't tell you what glue to use, but I can tell you, like the Jot glue, I wouldn't trust it with fabric. That's just me. It's just me. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit in the corners here, a little bit in the corner here. I'm going to do my corners first. Just little bits. And then I'm going to just manipulate that around to where it actually looks like a corner. Put that one like that. Check my time. I think I'm okay. I'm just knocking down these with my fingernail. Because it will just help me to fold it better. And then I'm just going to come around. Just going to go around. Because this is pretty good glue. I'm pretty confident that it won't come up. I've never had one come apart on me yet, so. I mean, I've sold them. That is my goal, is to sell some of these. I think one of these days, pretty soon, I might do a video on all the ones that I have available that I'm going to take to the craft show. So I think that would be interesting to do. Okay, so I'm just going to come up. I'm just going to glue it down. This is the back side that's going to go onto the journal. You won't see any of this. You will only see the other side. So don't worry about it, what it looks like. The point is to just cover it up. If you don't have fabric and you have paper, you just do the same thing with paper. You don't have to have fancy paper. I mean, honestly, if you have a magazine, somebody gave you a magazine, or you have some computer paper and you just copy dye it or paint it or use it white, it's 100% up to you. So that's the back part, or the front. This is what you will see. This is what will go here, and it will sandwich all those edges in, and it'll be fine. Totally fine. Before I do that though, I want to cover the spine with this, just because I think it looks better. I think it looks nicer. See if I can rip that. Oh, I could. Not normally very good at ripping, but it did it. So yay me. try to do a tiny bit there. Yay. Trim up some of that. Pretty hairy. So this is going to go here, and then these are going to come over top of them like that. Because you have the spine, the pages will be here. This will go da-da, da-da, da-da. Alright. Check, see where we're at in case I have to make a part 2, which I'm worried about that. I can't tell. I can't tell. I feel like I need to hurry. So if I need to make a part 2, I will. I will do that. I'm going to smear it with the glue tip. This is a Sugar Belt icing bottle. I saw Pam at the Paper Outpost. This is what she uses. Probably other people do too. And it was a great, I think I got 2 bottles for, it doesn't seem like it was that much on Amazon. I'm not 100% sure now. So yeah, let's put this in here. I want to kind of center it a bit. I'm not too worried about smearing the glue here because this is where the pages will be. And then this just will be underneath the other panels. So yeah, so that's how I do that. I don't really worry about glue seepage at this stage because you won't see it. If I thought you were going to see it, then I would be a little more careful, but we're not going to see it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Kind of want that to do that. I don't know if it's too late, but because I was talking. But yeah, so we'll do that. We'll put at least one of these panels in, and then when I come back for part 2, the other one will be done and the papers will be cut and probably folded in half to the right size that I want, and then we will sew them in and see how it goes. I want this to stay, so I'm going to be generous with glue. I'm going to go as close to the edge as I can, like that. And if I have to, I will come back, and I want to try to make sure I have the same amount of room approximately all the way around. And then I'm going to press that in. This is where you could put clips on here, and to make sure it's down. I'll probably just put it under a heavy book. I've got some heavy books, so it'll probably go under a heavy book. And then that's how that will go. It'll go like that. That's popping up, so I need some glue there. So yeah, that's that. So let me know what you think, and then we will chat another time. All right, thanks. Have a good day.